Okay, Boomer. Okay, Boomer. You try to get your live streams all set up and do the best you can, Boomer. But okay, I think we got her. Welcome to the superpilotish channel. My name's Graham Wilson, and today I'm going to be talking about eating some bachelor food, bachelor pilot food, right here in my basement. Yeah. So, okay. Thanks for pointing that out, Dan, in the chat there too. And hey, Techie. Yeah, I started doing, I don't know. It's a YouTube thing. Sometimes you get one stream going, then you got another thing going. And, anyways, we're going to be doing okay here today. So, you might see I'm wearing a black and white t shirt here today. So, Coaching Horses, that used to be a bar that was downtown in Windsor. And it was had a lot of good times there back in the day. And somebody was putting out like a retro shirt of what the Coaching Horses, what the logo or the sign looked like on the outside, and I got one of these for Christmas. So, and then put it on the black and white shirt because I was listening to a little Michael Jackson this morning, and I wanted to learn how to play on my guitar, black or white, and it's kind of a cool. I was thinking that shouldn't be too hard to play. It's just that and that's exactly what it sounded like, by the way. And I was like, that is a fun little song to play. And then I was thinking, wait a minute, how old was Michael Jackson when he died, right? So I Googled it up, and I still had no topic for my show here today. And it's like, Michael Jackson died at 50. It was like, whoa, I did better than MJ. Not bad. How did I do that, though? So, and then I was thinking about that. Okay, I didn't work nearly as hard as that guy. And I didn't have 1/100th of his talent. But anyways, I'm still around. And then I checked it out, got the old calculator out, and Michael Jackson would be 65 today. Wow, just time to retire. Yeah, that's what they say. Get his Medicare. So anyways, okay, so I was thinking about like how to live a little bit longer than Michael Jackson, right? And then it kind of reminded me of like I had one grandmother, and she lived to almost be 100, and she always ate canned ham. So I think the preservatives probably preserved her body or something. I don't know. It worked for her. And then it's like, I got canned ham in my little reserve backup room over there. So I was like, and actually, because my girlfriend's out of town right now, so you slip back into bachelor mode and start, like, instead of eating fine steaks and barbecued potatoes and salads and stuff, you're eating canned ham and sticking hot sauce on stuff. Good enough. But I figured I would kind of give it a little health twist on this show today, because there was I remember in grade 7 or 7th grade, as the Americans like to call it, we had a health class, and there was a guy that taught the health class. His name was Mr. Lee, and he could be a kind of a nice guy, but he could kind of be a little bit miserable too. He was a great big guy. I mean, I was a lot shorter back then, so maybe he was like my height or something. But Mr. Lee. And then at that time, way back in the day, because I'm old, there was this commercial on TV where this woman was, Mr. Lee, how do you get your shirt so clean? And I forget what it was for. It was like some Chinese like laundromat guy or something like that. But this Mr. Lee guy, he wasn't Asian or anything, but all the students would be, Mr. Lee, how do you get your shirt so clean? And he'd get all pissed off and stuff. And he taught us health class. And so the only thing I remember from that health class for all the, I don't know if it was for the whole year or it was part of the gym class. I just remember him talking about you should do things that are in your own best interest. I don't know. That's the only thing I remember. And I guess that would make sense. If you don't eat really crappy food, it's in your own best interest to stay a little bit healthy. And dude, and safety docs in town. Great. And so Yeah. So Mr. Lee was one time he was walking down. We had this little, like, I went to a school that was just grade 7 and grade 8, or 7th and 8th grade, as the Americans like to say it. And in this dingy basement, there was like they had what they called the cafeteria, which was basically just a door, like one of those little half doors, and then you could buy like various unhealthy food there. And it used to be really fun. You could get like chips and pop and stuff, and then but they also had this. I don't know. It's like disgusting but awesome tasting at the same time. It was these little. There'd be like frozen little pieces of frozen pizzas with really crappy dough, really crappy cheese, disgusting looking rabbit crap little bits of sausage on it or something. And then there'd be like, hey, yeah, I'll have a pizza. And then it'd be okay, that's 50 cents. You pay him 50 cents, or I forget how much it was. I think it was 50 cents for a pizza, maybe a buck. That seems, yeah, it might have been 50 or 75 cents for a little mini pizza. So, like, then some kid would just throw it in the microwave and just hit it in there for like a minute and a half or something. And then you get this nice, right in the plastic, right? I mean, like, just like same kind of plastic as like this. And it's like, oh, yeah, microwave that. And then you take it out and you're like, oh, I'm going to get my pizza, right? And it's all steaming hot and everything. And you're like, oh, and it'll burn your hands. And you try to open it up and you peel it back, and all the plastic like pulls up all the cheese. It's just like, and I got some nice fine plastic cheese here to demonstrate later. So it's like all hot, and it's like and you're eating this, and then you burn the top of your mouth. It's just like, I don't know. We used to, like, I don't know. That was fun to eat the pizzas, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna have two. But if you had like two, you'd get all sick, and you're like, you feel like crap for the rest of the afternoon. But oh man, those good old days. Yeah. So Mr. Lee, one day he was eating one of these crappy pizzas walking down the hall, and I said to Mr. Lee, because I'm I'm such a good attentive student, and I'm gonna get some good bonus marks here. So I said, Mr. Lee, are you sure that eating that pizza is in your best interest? And he said, I think it would be your best interest to keep on walking down the hall. And I was like, okay. Can't take a joke. But yeah, I used to eat that plastic all the time and burn our mouths. Anyways, fun stuff. So we're going to talk a little bit about fun pizza. And hey, Rich. Okay, so we're talking about the canned ham here. I think the canned ham, I already have one opened here. So this is like, if you're a bachelor, pilot, or any kind of guy, everybody that starts off on their own in life, they're always broke, right? And so it's good to live like a broke person for the rest of your life. Your wages go up and you still live like you're poor. But I mean, I like to usually eat better food than this. But anyways, and then I was thinking about, on YouTube, there's always these really disgusting looking, I don't know, little like cooking videos, like, oh, I'm going to get like 5 Big Macs, and I'm going to put them here, and I'm going to cover it in cheese and put chili on it and stuff, and stick it in the oven. This tastes good. I've seen a few of those on social media. And it's just like, well, I'm not going to do something like that, because I'd throw it out. That'd probably taste pretty gross. But this is awesome because it brings back a little memory of my grandmother here. So good old canned ham from grandma. So there we go. And then you got now these are the best crackers to have around for backup. You got your crappy saltine soup crackers or whatever. It's best to have those around because I'm just going to chop off a fine piece of canned ham here. So it's always good to have your cheapo crackers lying around, because they don't really taste that great, and you really don't want to eat them too much. But if you had like some really awesome, like, Ritz, or I don't know, Triscuits. I love Triscuits. But like, if you had like a good cracker or like cookies lying around, you're just going to be pigging out on them all the time. But these things that taste you got to be pretty starving to eat those things, or a bachelor. But you put some fine canned ham on there. Like, check it out. Look at the shape on that one. Is that a pretty sweet ham or what? And I was thinking about this canned ham thing because my grandmother ate this stuff her whole life, and and I don't know, she made it to almost 100. So let's see, let's feel the health. Mm. Hmm. Salty and salty. Good bit of preservatives. Yeah, so I was thinking about whenever you get these canned ham, these cans of ham, there's always this weird jelly stuff with it, and I don't, I don't know what they're doing with the ham or pig or whatever they're doing. What machine they stick this animal into to pump it out looking like that? But yeah, there's like this jelly stuff that's there, the same type of jelly that you would have in like head cheese, or if you boil bones. So I'm wondering too, because my grandmother never really had problems with her knees or hips too much. Oh, although she did break her hip, I think she was about 95. Then she got a new one and she was good until 99. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish this up. I will be a gentleman and have my fine paper towel with this. Okay, so this is a good thing to have if you're a pilot and you're hanging around, you're out of town for a little while maybe. It was, so I mean, it doesn't have to be refrigerated. It lasts forever. I got this at the dollar store. So like you can find that at the dollar store. It's actually not bad. Made in Denmark. When does it do? Or I think it's good for. Oh, does it have a best before date? Oh yeah. Okay, so this is good till 2026. Not bad. It won't last that long. It tastes pretty good. Okay, and so that's good to have around. Then you got your plastic cheese. Now I grew up on this stuff. This is the type of cheese basically that was on that pizza that would like burn your mouth when I bought it when I was a kid. This is leftover from camping. I usually don't buy this stuff at all, but got to use it up. Don't waste it. All right, here's some fine Swiss. Oh, they're Swiss slices. Ooh, fancy. Well, I have a feeling that like I don't think it really tastes like Swiss, but let's do an official test. So when you're a kid, you get these. No one's looking around. You take it out of the fridge, and then I don't know about you guys, but I used to like it. You get it out all plastic like this, and you fold it up into four. Boom. And then if it's really thick, it wouldn't break. But if you fold it into four like that, well, actually, this isn't breaking either. It's too soft. I don't know. If it was really cold, it would kind of break off, and then you put that on your cracker. But I'll do a taste test on it. That is, I think it has, yeah, I think it's got real Swiss flavor to it added. So that's pretty good. Not bad. Also, that can be used on a cracker. And if you don't have the Swiss and you just have the regular orange, I don't know what the flavor is called, like Velveeta or whatever. What is it? You got the white slices and the orange slices. So, but this one has the Swiss. I don't think the other one's cheddar or anything. It's just orange. So, if you had some orange, this doesn't taste very Swiss. It's kind of designed for people that don't like a whole lot of flavor in their food. And then, if you need a little extra, zing it up. If you want to kick it up a notch, here we go. Just put a little drop of this on there. There we go. You can put on your favorite hot sauce. I like to throw this in the microwave sometimes. I'm going to make a mess. Oh, well. Here we go. One drop. Maybe a couple drops. Ooh, 3 drops. Yeah, sometimes if I'm feeling super deluxe, I'll make a pizza out of this. So you get cracker, cheese, hot sauce, microwave it. Boom, ghetto pizza, just like I used to have when I was a kid. All right, here we go. We're going to do the taste test here. Oh. Definitely tastes like food. Probably not the healthiest food for you, but that's all right. we got a workaround for that. Now, for dessert, if you are a pilot and you are by yourself and you're out of town and you just have food lying around, never hurts to have some pickles. So you can have all the pickles you want. And oh, that's right. My stance on sardines. I have some backup sardines over there. I just didn't feel like stinking up the house there, Doc. So, anyways, yeah, yeah. All right. So I'm doing an experiment here, as I got my second pickle of the or second cucumber of the season from my garden. I think this year we bought some seeds, and they were like, I think they're just making them this big. They're like specifically to turn them into pickles. They won't get the big ones, I don't think. I don't know. So I'm doing an experiment here. You will witness the experiment. So I figured, instead of actually pickling, like, getting the jar and all the vinegar and dill and whatever you want to put in there, I'm thinking if I go one bite of this, I could probably just have a bunch of these and not have to pickle them. And then I can get the flavor off of this one, and then it's less work. All right, let's try it out. How does this taste? Taste the health. Now I'm going to turn that into a pickle. Yeah, I think you could definitely stretch your pickle budget by getting some fresh cucumbers from the garden. A little different. Let's try it again. Well, that's a very cucumbery pickle flavor. It's pretty interesting. So, I'm getting an explosion of cucumber and pickle in my mouth. It's very good. So that we got all of our chemical food, plastic food, various flavored food products. We got all that. But I did kick it up. I got the health going on it, which you should always try to be healthy if you're a pilot, because you have to maintain a certain blood pressure, pulse rate, keep your blood sugar under control, keep everything else under control so you don't have like kidney stones and stuff. Don't dehydrate yourself. Oh, that reminds me. Don't dehydrate yourself. There we go. What a fine bachelor meal. Anyways, and yeah, so okay, so what I was going to get to next is, if I'm eating some like relatively crap food, you're going to have to, as part of my girlfriend and I, we consider ourselves compensarians, which is, it's a lifestyle that we invented on our own, which means that if you're doing something bad, like chemical canned ham, or I don't know, plastic cheese or something like that, then you do something kind of bad like that, you got to counteract it with something good. So for me, if I'm eating some kind of fatty kind of crackers, and that's not that great for you, so that means I'm going to have to do a little bit of a workout. I don't hit the gym or anything like that, because that's too much work. And then, but so for today, it's massively hot outside and humid, but I'm going to go out as part of my compensarian lifestyle. I have to do some sort of activity. I don't really feel like going for a great big walk like I usually do, but I'm going to pick away at trimming down my trimming the tree in the background, the backyard. So get some strength. I might have to get up on the roof. Strength, flexibility, maybe a little cardio if I really get into it. So there we go. That's the plan there for there's your pilot food. Okay, and then Safety Dog here says peanuts. Peanuts, go for it if you want. I don't know, if you're like an airline pilot, some of the airlines, they still have peanuts that they give out to the passengers and stuff like that. And I don't know. I've never actually worked for the airlines, but I know the guys that do it. Like they're always stuffing their pockets full of food, because like you always need. They go to hotels a lot, and it never hurts to have a little bit of something in your flight bag that you can eat at some point, whether it's an energy bar that's packed with chemicals or something like that, some granola bar packed with chemicals that never goes bad, and you can bring it to multiple airports and eventually you eat it. And so anyways, yeah, whatever you want to eat that doesn't go bad. Hey, there we go. And when the girlfriend comes back, well, I'll cook up a steak and have some healthy food. So anyways, I'm going to do a little review here, which I already prepared in advance. So here we go for your, I don't know, it's cool. There's something there too about it when you're a flight instructor like me. You always kind of feel like you should recap or review what you did. That's actually part of the learning factor of recency is what it's called. So anyways, here we go for a review. How to be healthy, eating pilot food. Okay, number 1, don't be Michael Jackson. Not cool, man. He only made it to 50. Number 2, don't eat too much plastic. You can get away with a little bit, but not too much. Okay. Pickle and cucumber. I wasn't sure what the answer on that one would be. I've experimented live here. That's definitely a thumbs up for the pickle and cucumber mix. And then, as part of the compensarian lifestyle, you got to compensate. I'll finish up my plastic cheese and everything and go do a little bit of work, take a lot of breaks and stuff, and everything should be cool. So, I'll just kind of go through the chat here and we'll see if there's any little questions or anything. Oh, you know what? My phone rang I was just thinking about it. My phone rang just before I went on here. I bet you somebody was trying to call me that I had 2 streams at the beginning. Well, whoever that was, thanks. Let's see. I'm just going to go back here. All right. We got... Okay, I thought I saw a question in here. Yeah, Wrench is correct. Crackers last forever. Bread will spoil. Yeah. Although I've seen Wonder Bread go for like a long time sitting on a counter. That Wonder Bread stuff, man, I don't know. And then I think it's the same. I think they jam that so full of like preservatives. I don't know even if I want to eat that. Actually, my age, I only eat like nice, fancy gourmet kind of bread. Keep it in the freezer. So I figure if the bread doesn't go moldy, there's kind of too much chemicals to eat on a regular basis. But for backup bachelor food when the old lady's out of town, that's okay. But Oh, and then there was another one. I know there's like McDonald's. There used to be, up until a couple of years ago, there's like this youth hostel in Iceland, and they still have a live cam on the last fries and hamburger that was ever sold at McDonald's, and it's like 20 years old or something. There's like a live cam on it, and it's just there. It's a little bit dried up, but there's no mold on it, no nothing. So good preservatives on the McDonald's food, I guess. You can try Googling it. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah. You know what? If I find a link to it, I'll probably put it in the description below. That's actually, that would be good if you got. Actually, I've done that before where they had hamburgers on sale at McDonald's. It was like there's some super deal. It's like 25-cent burgers. Oh yeah, give me 20, and then I threw them in the freezer, and then I just microwave them. But you eat that garbage all the time. It makes you feel sick. Especially the older you get. Okay. Oh, so safety doc here. He's the sardine connoisseur. Soaking sardines in hot sauce. I've bought ones that are pre-made in hot sauce, and they were really good. So I agree with hot sauce. Yeah. Okay. I am a hot sauce fan. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So Shecky was saying if you put a big tarp down under the tree, it cleans up a lot easier. That might be an idea for something. Okay, cool. Anyways, yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna finish up my pickle. Finish up my other stuff. And today is Wednesday. Wednesday, yeah. So I'll be back on Friday because I do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon Eastern. And that's about it. We'll shut her down. And thank you for watching. Bye.